Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 24. Yes, 24 of Streamer in the Spotlight. So today we have got the lovely Slade Shadow in. Thank you so much for giving up your time to be here with us today. Really do appreciate it.
It's
And
no
as
problem.
co-host, we have the commentator guy, Taylor. Lovely to be here. The rest of the crew, guys, it's the UK's Mother's Day, so they're spending time with the family, and rightly so. Whereas Taylor and I, we obviously don't love our mothers that much. Only kidding, only kidding. But yeah, today, thank you so much for giving up your time. We've got loads of stuff to go through today, and can't wait to get involved with this. So without further ado, let's put you in the spotlight. There we go.
Hello. I'm tiny and adorable, I swear.
Bing. So I'm going to actually start off. So normally I don't do much of the talking. I normally just do the directing on this. But obviously, because it's the two of us, so you're going to have to hear my voice a lot, unfortunately. So I'm going to kickstart us with the first one is, where did you come up with the idea for the Slade Shadow as a Twitch handle?
So the Slade Shadow actually is from my YouTube channel, also known as the Slade Shadow. I'm actually a huge DC fan, and Deathstroke is one of my most favorite villains because he's essentially Deadpool. Actually, Marvel stole the idea from DC to create Deadpool. And the Wade Shadow actually sounded a lot like really, really weird. So I'm like, okay, what can I use? Oh, Slade. Because nobody's going to follow, like, oh, this person with, like, normal name. They're going to follow something mysterious and, like, a little bit dark. I'm sorry to hear banging. That's my neighbors.
Okay. That's okay.
But, like, it sounds, like, mysterious and, like, who is he? And then when they come to my channel, they're like, she's a girl. It's adorable. It's like,
love it.
Yes.
Fair play, Slade Wilson. That's very unique. I quite like that. I do like that. Taylor, have you got a question?
Yes. Well, obviously, yeah. I'm not going to say it for 2 hours. Obviously, and that was just obviously said about the name, but I want to know what got you into streaming. Like, why did you want to stream?
So I, during the pandemic, I was really, really bored and working like the overnight shifts, and I was going on Twitch, and I found this amazing, amazing creator by the name of Mr. Classy, and I joined his community, and we were talking about like makeup and stuff, and like we were just talking about like Twitch streaming, and he's like, you should stream. And I'm like, what could I stream? And he's like, you should stream makeup tutorials. Because I actually I'm a retired practical effects artist. So I was actually, I remember the exact date, September 8th, 2021. I went live for the very first time. I actually streamed a makeup on my foot.
Oh, wow.
On your foot?
Oh, wow. Okay. Go into a bit more detail on that. What do you mean you did makeup on your foot? Explain that.
So one of the things in the practical effects world is like I know how to do like certain effects such as like bubbling skin and blood and gore. So what I wanted to show, what I wanted my first time to be was an acid burn on my foot. So went into my bathroom, laid down some latex, did everything else, put a little Alka-Seltzer down there, sprayed it with water, bubbles everywhere. I'm going to tell you, the foot fetish community is live on Twitch. That is for sure. They're like, can we see your foot again?
Oh my God, love that. Oh, it's a bit creepy, but wow.
Whatever pays the bills.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Pay them bills somehow.
Oh my goodness. So obviously that's one of the challenges. So that's going to be my next question is, what have you found real challenging about particularly Twitch? What's the challenge in regards to you streaming? Obviously, one of them is obviously combating, obviously, the unwanted. Am I allowed to say unwanted attention?
So one of the hard things about being a female streamer is dealing with like these hot. I mean, like, oh my God, I wish I could be there in that hot tub. Can I be your bikini girls?
Yeah.
And dealing with that, and also running like a family-friendly stream. When I started, especially when I started doing gameplays on the PC, because I went from makeup streams to mobile gaming streams to PC streaming. So I've done it all because I was trying to find my niche. And we like it's really bad. I used to say, oh, we're lewd, we're crude, but we're never rude. So
Okay, I like that. That's quite catchy. That's quite good.
showing off my body was something I was never comfortable with. And and I had certain members that have left. And I'm so glad they are gone because they were incredibly toxic to me, incredibly toxic to my community. They'd be like, oh, stream in a sports bra, wiggle your hips. Oh, this is what's going to get you money if you keep doing this. And that's something that I've never been comfortable with.
Wow. Wow. The thing is, you hear about it, and
You
you
get
very
a lot.
rarely, yeah, you very rarely see it. But when you hear about it, just it makes me cringe. And I'm not even the victim of it. You are, and that makes me cringe. God, I really feel for you there. Oh my goodness, Taylor, do you wanna try and continue on with
well,
that?
obviously, like, how can I say? Like, obviously, for women streaming, it's quite hard. Like, obviously, a lot of women are painted with the same brush. You know, get your tits out and things like that. And how hard is it for you to obviously be a female streamer and generally just want to do it for the gaming? Obviously, not like getting the body out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how hard do you feel like that is compared to the women that actually generally do that?
So when I was doing the mature, I'll call it mature streaming, I actually had a lot more viewership and people weren't there for me to showcase skill. And I've been a lifelong gamer. I have 3 gaming tattoos. I'm actually getting the 4th one. I'm getting the Dead by Daylight logo right here on my
Nice.
arm. That is coming because my community is amazing. And I told them, hey, we can pull off 1,100 followers. I'll go get it done. And they came together and they were like, all right, let's do this.
Love that.
But
Love that.
showcasing skills. So like games like GTFO, where you have to be able to showcase skill, DVDs, skill. These girls in the hot tubs and bikinis, they're not doing anything and they're getting money. I actually had more viewership. I actually got more money showing off my body and doing stuff that was very uncomfortable for me. And it just like, it made me feel sick after every stream. And then finally, like when I made the full transition over to family friendly, it was like, I really like this.
Yeah.
And I actually like, as soon as like we really got going and like wearing onesies or, you know, singing songs like Little Bird, like people really like that. And they're like, okay, I feel comfortable here. I like being here. You're building something sweet and wholesome. And that's because of like streamers that I've been influenced by. My amazing mod team, Commander Wolfie, the Jill Sandwich, Camp. Those are some of my moderators that really deserve those shout outs because they're the ones that are like, no, go family friendly. This is really good for you. People actually like you now. Instead of standing there with, you know, my tits out and just being like, hey guys.
Yeah. No, at the start, like obviously once you transitioned from as you said, mature content to gaming, how much of an impact did it have on like your views and things like that?
It actually did have a major impact. I was going from 20 to 30 viewers per stream to about it went down immediately. It went down to like maybe 5 people per stream for a while. But also we had we'll just call it a snake in the hen house that was like messaging people behind my back, and this was someone that I trusted as moderator.
Wow. Okay.
Just telling them, hey, stop hitting on Slade, even if they just came in and said, hey, beautiful, how are you doing?
Oh wow. Wow. Okay, I've got you. So it was almost like an obsession. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, it was definitely, this individual had a major, during that time, they had a major obsession with me. They also had an obsession with one of my best friends, the Jill Sandwich. Again, one of my soulmates. He tried to get with her. She rejected him. He went after me. And during that time, I was actually going through a divorce. So pretty birds sing pretty songs.
Yeah, I've got you. I'm with you. Although I do love the name of Jill Sandwich because I love the old Resident Evil franchise myself. So I do love that one.
She is amazing. She's absolutely amazing.
Love that. I'm gonna go on to the positive side here. So you already mentioned like the bit that made you happy. You realised you're streaming. You like this part you were at. You like where you are right now. So you've been doing it for a little bit of a while now. You've been doing Dead by Daylight for a while and GTFO for a while. So what in this element now? What is the happiest bits about your streamings now? What's the bit that you really like?
I just love how when people come in and like I have a kiss command. So they'll come in, give everyone like gives me a sweet forehead kiss when they come in, and it's just like I just love how wholesome everything's become. Whereas before it was give me money. Now it's no. Come on in, relax, listen to me scream, and just enjoy yourself. One of the main things, especially could be because right now Dead by Daylight is my main game. Every killer, and I make sure of this, every killer that comes in the chat, they are greeted warmly, even if they were toxic or if they were like a tunneling player or they come in saying, oh, it was so easy. No matter what, I want them to feel welcome. I greet them. I tell them you did a great job because they need it. It's hard being killer.
Yeah.
And at most, they leave with a sweet forehead kiss.
Love that. Absolutely love that. Taylor?
Yeah. So obviously, I want to know like more like obviously we'll get to like the games in a little while, but back to the streaming. I want to know like what's sort of like your main objective now.
Right now, it's just to grow the Shadow family. Just keep going and just see how far I can get. Streaming is, and we'll get it when we get into the relationship stuff. Streaming has helped me a lot with a lot of negative things in my life because I'm able to like express my feelings and just be like, so this is what's happening. And there was a couple weeks this year that I couldn't say what was going on for a little bit because of like me moving. And it was just like when you go through a really difficult period of your life that you can't talk about until it's over.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep, that happened back in February.
Oh, bless you. Oh dear.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, definitely sorry to hear that, mate. I'm going to ask you a bit more about your influences. Obviously, you mentioned when you first came on, obviously the makeup streams. So when you go into someone else's stream, you obviously everyone does it. Everyone looks for ideas that they like. But what do you want to see when you go into someone else's streams?
So,
for example, you went into Campy's. What did you like and what did you want to work on?
So I actually met Camp through a mutual friend.
Okay.
And I got told like, hey, and like Camp had been to my streams multiple times. And I got told, hey, he's going through a divorce. And at that time, I was actually going through a divorce. And that was one of the things that we bonded about was the fact that both of us like were going through a divorce. And no one understands like what that's like unless you're going through it.
Yep.
So we bonded like immediately of, hey, both our lives suck right now.
I got you.
When I go into Camp streams, like I love Campy. Oh my God. He is
Amazing.
again one of my soulmates. And I go in, I have a good time with him every single time, even with, like I'm going to call it a sexy game.
Okay.
Which is Phasmophobia, because for some reason the flirt just comes out of everybody.
Yeah, I'm guilty too. I have to be honest. I am guilty too.
It happens to everyone. So I love streamers that play with their viewers. I can understand single player games. Even I do single player games. Like I just did Dead Space, and that was a lot of fun. But I love streamers that play with their audience, because it gives you that chance to really interact with your streamer. There's a rather large streamer, and again, he's a major influence due to me becoming family friendly, by the name of Frostburger. And he's always like, yeah, this is a family friendly stream. This is how it's going to be. And it's like, he has so many people here, and he's not flirting with anybody. He's showcasing skill. Immediately I'm feeling welcomed in by his mods, and by him I'm being allowed to play with this guy, and I love that, and that's what I wanted for my community.
Love that genuinely. So for you, it's obviously your community. You want to get more, because obviously I see you play with a lot of your mods, isn't it, on the GTFO? You play, obviously you've mentioned Wolfie already, so I know Wolfie's been in there, been watching it. You inspired me to buy the game, spending more money, but it is a really good game.
Steam sale.
Well, yeah, I did, but but honestly, from so when you're growing your community, and you go into other streams, you get your influence in from that point of view. Is there anything that you dislike when you go into someone's stream?
If they are rude or ignoring their chat. And I've seen it plenty of times where I've just been browsing streams, looking for one of the games I like is Madison. So I was looking for Madison streams. So I go in there, I say hi. I'm just kind of waiting there for the streamer to actually notice anything. And it's 5 minutes later, oh, hello. The salade? The salad?
The salad.
The salad.
I've been called salad so many times.
I'd have definitely blocked him for that.
Oh, hi. Goes back to playing game. And it's I don't like streamers that don't interact with their audience. And it's there's people there. I have 2 monitors. And I know a lot of streamers that have 3 or 4 monitors, especially bigger streamers. This group of guys that I do know, they have multiple monitors, and they will not interact with their chat. I'll go in there. I'm actually a moderator for them. Go in there. Hey, boys, how's it going? 10 minutes later. Oh, hi, Slade. How are you? I'm already off playing a game. Okay, if you're gonna ignore me, fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
With you on that one.
It's so frustrating, and it and you can always tell there's a difference when a streamer's ignoring chat or struggling to keep up with chat.
Yeah. And it's not I've had lots of people in chat, and chat's going fast. And of course it's for me, if I've had if my chat's just going bam, 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 I'm hey guys, I do apologize if I missed your message. Just go ahead and repeat it so I can see it. If we need to put it in slow-mo, we can. It's no problem. But I try to interact with every single person that comes in.
Yep. Love that. Literally love that. Taylor, do you have another question, mate?
Yeah, I basically want to know, how do you deal with the haters that come into chat? Obviously, DBD, I play a lot of DBD as well with my wife, and I know the community can be pretty toxic. So, how do you deal with the hate?
Kill them with kindness.
Kill them with kindness, yeah.
Kill them with kindness. Again, if and I've had this happen before, of people coming in, why weren't you helping? What were you doing? And I'm hi, I'm so sorry. I was fixing gens on the other side of the map. And, I'm so sorry that I got you that you guys got killed, but I wasn't able to get to you in time. I do apologize. Again, I just kill people with kindness. And
I love that approach.
I need to
and if
take
they're
that.
like, okay, you're not so bad. And like, at least for me, they'll like see like, okay, she's actually very, very sweet. They're like, okay, I just want to let you know, like, this is what happens. Like, thank you for letting me know. And like, I mean, you guys have been there when it's been like a really toxic match, and it's like, okay. But I always make sure to just like say, give you a nice forehead kiss, make sure that they leave at least feeling a little bit better.
Yeah,
Love
that's
that.
fair.
I love
I
that.
like that.
So is it predominantly just PC gaming that you do, Slade?
It is now.
What did it used to do? What did you have before?
So what I used to do before, so I actually did not have a computer until 2021. Excuse me.
Sorry.
So I did not have a PC. I did not have Jolene. My one true
Jolene?
love. Her name is Jolene.
Jolene. Love that.
I like
Because
that name.
she stole my man.
Oh, I love it. Oh,
So
yeah.
what I used to do, so after the makeup streams, so those ended in November of 2021 because I got burnt out. I took some time off. I'm like, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I want to do Twitch streaming. I really like it. So Twitch came out with a beta for the phones, for mobile, where you can actually use this screen recorder that they have to play like games like Among Us, which was big at the time. So I started doing that. And I started playing actually another game that was like Devers, which is called Identity V. It's pretty much like this really cutesy version, kind of
I got you. Yeah.
like Tim Burton-esque.
Okay.
So I started doing that. And I was only doing like an hour, hour and a half. And I'd be like, okay, no one's here. No one's watching me. I don't know what to do. So there was one day I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to go. I'll talk to myself. I'll sing sea shanties. I'll just keep entertaining myself. 2 hours went by. People started showing up. And I'm like, I see my first person in that chat. And they're like, hey, can I play? I'm like, there's a person? But also with like the mobile gaming, I had no camera. It was just my personality.
Yep.
People could not see me. I had no Discord. I mean, I had a Discord, but not my own private server.
Yep.
And it was just like, okay. So I start playing with these younger viewers. And I'm like, okay, it's going to be a little mature, but they're kids. They've heard worse. As long as I don't say anything sexual, we're good. But I was still doing like family friendly on that. And then finally, one day, I get my affiliate. I'm like, yay. But the two games that I was streaming was Identity V and then another game called Sky Children of Light.
Okay.
And that was recommended to me by the viewers. And it was like, you're flying around. It's absolutely gorgeous and ethereal, collecting like these candles, I think it was. It's been a while since I played. And just being sweet and wholesome, which everything now is all murder.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Zombies or murder. That's what it is. Okay,
So it was.
That sounds interesting.
And then finally, my PC was created. Took the week off. My ex-husband actually built my PC. And there was one just the day before I went dark for several days. I'm like, all right, guys, we're going to be going dark for a little bit. When I come back, there's going to be a major change. And I didn't tell anybody what it was. A couple days later, I went live on the PC. I have no camera. I'm still just using my personality. And actually, I got to, with mobile streaming, 200, and I remember these numbers, which is weird, 280 followers using just my phone.
Wow.
Nice.
That's really good.
It's impressive.
And then, of course, using it wasn't too long after the PC was created that I actually figured out how to turn my phone into a webcam.
Yep.
I'm like, okay. Of course, the first person I had to tell was Jill. I'm like, Jill, I figured something out, and I was really excited about it. And she's like, what? I immediately went live on Discord. I'm like, can you see me? And she was all excited.
Oh, I love that. Love that. That's brilliant.
Had to share that with my best friend right away. And of course, that first stream was, hey, there's something different here. And now people could see my face. And
Brilliant.
once you go on camera, you can't really go back on that.
No, it is a commitment. It is definitely a commitment.
Your face is your brand now. I do know of another streamer. I'm not going to mention their name. They used to do the same thing. They were on camera, and then one day they decided, I don't want to be on camera anymore, and just immediately vanished, and all you can hear is their voice. And honestly, like, person, look, you're not a bad-looking individual. You should have your face on camera because people do like to interact with their streamer. They want to see their face, their reactions, especially like if they're like, oh, watch this video that's going to make you cry or make you scared. When I see streamers doing horror games, I want to see their reaction. I want to see them get scared. I want to see them cry. I want to see them laugh. I want all that emotion.
I feel attacked right now.
So like for me, like when I'm playing like Dead Space and something jump scares me, or like Five Nights at Freddy's, and I literally am throwing my headphones off and running out of the room, I want to see that from other streamers. I love that.
Yep.
And people love that for me because they're like, oh, she's really scared.
It's genuine, isn't it? It's showing genuine emotion, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I am with you. So Taylor, we're gonna have one more question about streaming, and then we're gonna go into the personal life of Slade.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
right. Right. Oh, what you're showing?
I don't know.
So I basically want to know, like, say you put up a stream, and how do you feel if like you're streaming for a while and no one's chatting, no one's interacting, there's like maybe 2 viewers in there? How does that make you feel? Does that make you feel shit, or does it make you just want to stop like streaming for the day, or do you just think fuck it, carry on, and generally just enjoy it?
Yeah, that's what I do. I just say screw it. I don't care. People will come here if they want to come here. If not, you know what? I'm showcasing my love of video games. Yeah. I want to show off my skills. I want to just be like, you know, if no one's here, no one's here.
Yeah.
I've dealt with it before.
Yeah, because obviously a lot of streamers, they do it for the numbers, and it can affect their sort of like the mood, if that makes sense. Like, so that's what I wanted to figure out. Sort of like grill you a little bit.
No, for me, it's like, you know what? If nobody's here, hey, you know what? And actually, like with numbers and everything, like people that are used to having like high numbers, like 30 to 60 people, and then one day, like, oh, there's only like 10 people in chat, but no one's chatting. And I've actually been told this by a camp survivor. He said that he's actually used me to get to sleep before.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
He says that my voice is very soothing and very relaxing.
I mean, to be fair, if you do that voice, that promotion voice that you do, I probably could fall asleep to that in a good way. If we could see
you mean
it
like this?
That's
Hello and welcome.
Right, podcast over, go to sleep. Love it. Love it.
But yeah, no, like if there's no one there, there's no one there. I'm not going to really worry about it. I still have my game up. My viewers, that especially my regular ones that come and play with me, they're still coming in because they want to be able to just play games with me and enjoy themselves.
I like that answer.
Yeah, it's really good. It is really
But
good.
again, there's no one there. I'm not going to worry about it. There's only been about 3 or 4 times where I've had to stop streaming for a little bit, but that was like for a week or 2 at the most. But we're going to get into that.
We'll get into that soon.
we
Very
are.
soon.
We are going to the personal side of stuff now. All right. So Slade, I've said it off stream, and I'll say it in front of so everyone can see it. Anything you're not comfortable with, please honestly just say you're not comfortable with, and it's mine and Tate's jobs to move on. All right. So please don't feel uncomfortable with anything that we ask. Okay. So I'm gonna kickstart us off. Do you have any siblings?
I actually do. I have an older brother and an older sister.
So you're the youngest.
I'm the baby.
Okay. Love
Yay,
that. Love
babies.
that. Baby.
Baby club.
So what's your relationship like with your siblings?
Oh, it's excellent. My brother, he's actually the one that got me into gaming.
Okay.
He was playing Ocarina of Time and 64. We got it for Christmas.
Oh yes, N64.
And he taught me actually how to play the game. And
that.
after
What's the
that,
game to get into?
I was addicted. I was like, I want to play. I was playing Metroid. I was playing, of course, Zelda. I've played almost every Zelda game at this point. Pokemon, like he just got me into gaming. Then my sister, we have a great relationship. When I go on dates, she's one of the people that I call, like, hey, I'm going out with this guy. I'm going to be here, just letting you know. And they really don't understand. Well, my brother understands Twitch because he loves harassing the VR community.
Yeah.
They love him. They absolutely love him. He doesn't know about my stream. He does know about my streams, but he doesn't come to them. And I actually did not tell him I was doing a podcast today.
Oh, bless him. He
My
can catch up. Don't worry.
Yeah, my sister, she doesn't understand the streaming thing, but like when I need like emotional girl time, we have a glass of wine together. It's great. I have an amazing relationship with them, have an amazing relationship with my parents. My dad actually just came over yesterday and actually saw my PC for the very first time.
Got to see Jolene in his glory.
He got to see Jolene.
Love that. Love that. Taylor, you got a question?
All right. Yeah, 2 questions actually. First of all, most important one. What's your favourite Pokemon?
Charizard.
Oh, fuck this. I'm out of here. See you later, guys. Fuck this. Nah, I'm done. Fuck this. Bye.
I love it. Your next question?
What was Baby Slade like? Like, what was it like growing up for you?
Ooh, Baby Slade. So, as you can tell, I have my mom cardigan on today. I have my mom again on. So, Baby Slade, and I've shown pictures plenty of times on stream, and I'm very open about it. I was a little goth girl.
Okay.
Have you got any pictures on hand to show?
Not anymore.
Ah.
Unfortunately, I don't have any more pictures of baby goth Slade. But as a little goth kid, I was just like, oh yeah, metal is like I still listen to metal to this day, but like, oh yeah, metal is life, and like anything else is terrible. I was listening to Taylor Swift in the shower yesterday, and I was just like, yes, I love this.
That's a big change. Definitely a big change.
It's more eclectic nowadays. On stream, we play. I play a lot of electro swing, a lot of different pop, metal, rock. I play a little of everything. Country, I enjoy. There was actually one stream where someone requested me to sing a song because I do love to sing.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, what should I sing? Something country. All right, we're pulling out Dolly.
Gotta go, Dolly.
9 to 5.
We're pulling out some Dolly. We're pulling out the Queen. I'm like, all right, let's do this.
Do we get a little show on podcast?
Would you like a sea shanty? Because I know those right away.
Oh yes, go.
Go for it. Go on.
I like putting her on the spot.
Don't you sail, don't you row, and certainly don't you swim. 'Cause if you aren't careful, you'll end up inside of him. He'll eat you up, he'll spit you out. You better stay away. Heed the sign that says beware the beast of Pirates Bay.
Nice.
Love that. Thank you very much. Brilliant. That's fantastic.
It's my
how
go-to.
am I going to follow on from that? Jeez. The one thing that we know that most of the viewers for us, we love pets and stuff. Do you currently have any pets in your current situation?
Unfortunately, I do not. So when I was married, I actually had 2 Shiba Inus,
Okay.
Ren and Kiba. Unfortunately, and it was one of the hardest streams that I had to do, and it happened during right before a 24-hour stream. My
Oh,
my beloved Kiba, unfortunately, he did pass away
Oh.
2 days before. Sorry if I'm sounding choked up. It is just from this
no.
cold.
Yeah.
And it was one of the, not only am I doing a 24-hour stream, but I'm doing it while grieving and trying to have high energy for 24 hours. And there's several times where I'd have to take like 5 minutes, go cry off camera, get back at it. My other dog, Rin, she actually lives with her dad. And it just made more sense at the time because I had the snake that was pushing me to like, oh no, get the dog, get all the money, do this, do that. It's like, no, she will be a lot and I had to think about her happiness. I'm like, she will be happier living with my ex. He's going to be moving to a place with a yard. She'll have people there take care of her all the time. So it's more for like her happiness and her safety and health. I do miss her, and I wish I knew how she was doing. I'm in no contact with my ex-husband.
Right.
But I did. Oh wait, no. I did get my boy's name tattooed on me.
Oh, I love it. Love that. It's brilliant. Power to you though. You're going through all that. You still did a 24-hour
Yeah, well, fair
stream,
play.
and I have to be honest. The maturity of the responses, absolutely brilliant. Absolutely power to you. Absolutely love hearing that. But sorry for bringing it up. It's all subject.
Oh no, it's
All right. Sorry.
It's part of my story.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
And it's one of those things that's made me who I am today, and that's one of the reasons. Like when I date someone that has an animal, I'm like, okay, I don't know how attached I can get to this animal, but we're going to get into dating soon, so which is another story in itself.
that is coming up, and you've got 2 men, unfortunately, interviewing on that. So we're going to try our best to be respectful on that.
Oh, it's perfectly fine. Again, I used to dance in a sports bra on stream.
We have got a question from Campy in chat, though, for you. Is why won't Slade marry me?
So, Camp, this finger is reserved for you.
Oh, look.
Oh.
I am a 5.5. You don't have to get me anything fancy. We can do silicone. However, I want Triforce at least on my ring.
Haribo Triforce. There you go, Campy.
I was just going to say get her an onion ring, but hey.
I'll get him a ring pop.
Love that. Love that. Taylor, you're up with the next question, mate.
Okay, so obviously when we was talking off stream, and I don't know if this is going back to a bit of Twitch, so I do apologize, Fleety, but you said you've obviously got a unique story.
It is a very unique story. So, like,
deep breaths. Let's go. Let's go.
It's just, I'm trying to think of how to frame this. So, like, I was married. I was married for 11.5 years. And the only reason I knew Twitch existed was because of my ex-husband. He told me, I told him I was interested in starting the stream. And he is, as much as, it does pain me to say that because I absolutely hate him for everything that happened during our marriage, he did build me a PC. We owned a home together. We had 2 dogs together. but he spent more time on his PC than I do on mine. Like on mine, I'm on my PC maybe 3 to 4 hours. He was on there a lot more. And then during the pandemic, he found Twitch, and then he's like, oh, go on Twitch. Go follow this person. Create your own account. Do this. But the reason why we ended up, I don't know if this is going to go into like relationship stuff. So if I'm going to be answering this question,
it's not about personal stuff as well. So you're more than welcome.
Keep going, mate.
When we had the snake in the hen house, he was not happy about it. He knew about that individual, and I did nothing to hide it. My ex-husband would come to my streams, see this guy hitting on me and me flirting back. And that's one of the reasons why we ended up getting divorced, was because the snake was just saying all the right things. I felt, and I've talked to my therapist about this, I felt ignored, I felt unloved, I started getting attention from guys. So I felt like, okay, maybe I'm just ugly. That's why my ex-husband doesn't love me. Maybe I'm just too skinny. Maybe I'm just this, that. And like really just putting myself down and just being like, and then I started getting attention. People are like, oh my God, you're gorgeous. You're a good streamer. You're very entertaining. My ex-husband didn't like that. So while we were going through this divorce, this snake, who almost ended Jill's streaming career. So Jill is also a streamer. She doesn't stream as much as she used to. And if I cry during this, it's out of my love and respect for Jill because of what happened. Right. So him and another individual, they were whispering sweet, they were singing pretty songs into my ear while I'm going through a divorce. And we'll call him Jeff, and then there's Snake. So Jeff.
The snake's not me, by the way, guys.
It's not Slade. It's not Slade. So we'll call one Jeff and one Snake. Well, I really need to just call him Snake because that's what he is. So Jeff starts telling me, and I've talked to Jill. I asked her if it was okay for me to tell this part of the story because she actually also has the other half from her side of the story, which if you guys ever want to interview her about, it's absolutely terrible what these two did to her. She was up and coming with Twitch. She was getting followers and, like making her own community and doing really, really well. And Jeff and Snake are singing their bird songs into my ear. Get rid of Jill. She's just using you. I'm like emotionally not there anymore. And I'm just listening to what they had to say. So I cut Jill out of my life. And then for 6 months, I'm fighting my ex-husband to get at least something out of my divorce. And then finally, I decided, you know what? Towards the end of my divorce, I told Snake, I'm like, look, I cannot be who you want me to be. I need to be on my own. I need to figure stuff out for myself. This is not good for a healing journey. I need to be able to because this individual wanted to come live with me. I have no place. I don't want them to come live with me. I don't know them. They're in love with the Slade Shadow, not with the actual me. Because on stream, it is important that you have those two lives.
Yeah.
So on stream, I'm high energy. I'm excited. I'm doing all that. And then in my regular life, I'm very tame. I'm very in control. I'm very in charge.
Yep.
He was in love with Slade. And and him and I were fighting like constantly as well. So when I cut him out, I was alone for the first time ever. I had my amazing head moderator, Commander Wolfie. He's calling me every day. He's checking me out every day. You know, he's one of my best friends, and he's just making sure I'm okay. He's like, "Are you eating? Are you?" I actually ended up getting a blood clot back in October of 2022,
Oh wow.
or no, 2021.
God bless you.
To this day, I am blood clot free. I am off blood thinners.
Good.
Thank you.
Amazing, amazing.
I turned my health around after getting rid of the snake. And then I met this amazing guy that I honestly thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with, but here I am in my own apartment. And I went to him. Actually, Commander Wolfie came to me and he said, "Hey, I miss this individual." I'm like, "Well, I did him wrong. I did Jill wrong. I did another individual wrong because when I cut Jill out, I cut her out." And I went to my boyfriend at the time. I'm like, "Hey, Wolfie really misses this person. I don't know if I should reach out and be like, hey, I apologize." He's like, "You'll never know unless you do." So Wolfie set up a Discord message between the two of us. I apologized to him. I'm like, "I'm so sorry for everything that happened." And he said, "Well, I don't know about Jill coming back or anything, or the other person who, if I ever do get a chance to talk to her again, like, I will literally just be like crying and just being like, I'm sorry."
Yep.
So about 2 days later, I'm in stream, just doing my thing in Devers. I hear my notification go off for country music to be played. I'm like, "Oh, great. Probably Tony doing that." I look over and it was Jill.
Oh yes, love that, love that. So she made the first move then. That's fantastic.
Again, if
Oh,
I
I love
cry,
that.
it's just it's a
That's
beautiful,
amazing.
beautiful love story between me and Jill. So I do apologize if I cry.
No,
because
don't apologize.
So she comes in. I'm immediately crying. I've cried so many times on stream. It's perfectly fine at this
I
point.
love it. I love it.
We got it. She got in touch with me not too long after that, like maybe a day or two. We had this long, beautiful conversation, and she's like, "If you're willing to work on our relationship, so am I." And she just celebrated her 25th birthday yesterday.
Love
Happy
it.
birthday, Jill.
Happy
Cheers.
birthday, Jill. Love that. That's an amazing story. I really like that. Wow, Taylor, how are we gonna carry on from that, eh?
Like
Yeah,
I
I
said,
don't
it's
know.
a unique story.
So yeah, thanks for coming, everyone. Not topping that.
That's amazing. I absolutely love the genuine. I love that story. I really do. Honestly, my hair is standing up from that. I really like that. Jill, power to you. Well done. That's awesome.
She's an absolutely amazing, beautiful individual. And when I went through my last breakup, I felt like, of course, I told Wolfie right away. I'm like, "Hey, Wolfie, this is what happened. I got dumped." He's like, "Oh, crap." But she was one of the people that I was very nervous to tell because I felt like I was disappointing her. She knew how happy I was.
Oh, I love that.
And
Absolutely love that.
I had a very good cry with her while she's sharpening knives. And she's been just like Wolfie. She's been and like several of my other mods. They've been my rock through this like really rough time that I've been having.
Yep. Love that. So, Shane, I'm gonna ask quite a deep one here for you. So obviously you mentioned you've got a therapist and you're speaking to, which by the way, power, and I encourage anybody that needs help to do that. The one question I want to ask you is, when you're going through, obviously there's so much negativity, you're going through a divorce, everything's, and to be fair, people can get swallowed up by the whole thing. And it's not a sign of weakness, it's just literally they get overwhelmed. From you now, obviously you're on your own, you got your own apartment. As a person, do you feel, I'm trying to word it correctly, Are you feeling now that you're more aware or alert to red flags within people now?
Oh, definitely. Oh, so definitely. So after dealing with the snake, which there was red flags that I wasn't seeing. Like I'm on of course I'm on the dating apps.
How do you?
There are several red flags, especially when I meet guys. Of course, I went through a hoe phase. It was long overdue.
Has to be done. Has to be done. You got to kiss a few frogs.
The last one that I went out with, I could tell he was only looking for one evening of fun. And I was like, after talking to him, like for like a couple days, I'm like, look, I am looking for a relationship. I am waiting to do anything physical with anybody. And like he was talking, so we met on one of the apps, and then he's like, oh, hey, let's move this over to Instagram. And I wanted to move to Snapchat because that's easier for, everyone. I get those notifications. He's like, what are you looking for? I'm looking for a husband. And he describes what he wants, and he literally described me. And then I thought to myself, like, hang on, you can actually find all that information by looking at someone's Instagram. You can see their likes, their dislikes.
Gotcha. Yep.
And it's like, one, sir, you are not looking for a wife. You are not looking for a wife. You are looking for one night of fun. You literally described me to a T because you looked at all my Instagram photos. You got what I liked from that. Games, dogs, makeup, stuff like that. Creepy, crawly stuff. Well, yeah. You got all that from my Instagram. Red flag, red flag, red flag.
Stalker.
He texted me the next day after our date, and he's like, oh, hey, I just wasn't feeling it on a physical level. I'm sorry, but you're a great gal, and hopefully you find someone. I was actually on my video call with my therapist at the time. And I looked at him like, oh, well, all right, where's the next free meal?
Yes, love that. Love that. Good attitude. Power to you. Taylor, do you want to follow up with that, mate?
Yeah, well, yeah, I want to know about the red flags. Okay, Slade, right, I'm going to pretend to be a woman for a minute. We're having a bit of wine, we're talking, we're looking through the dating apps. What would you advise me?
So, and it's actually more like when you do, so like for me, I do everything very safely. First, I talk to a male for a couple days, maybe up to a week or two. I do a video chat. Now, one of the things that's very unique, especially with my job, my IRL job, they've actually given me training on how to read body language. So like, if I can see like minor movements, it's like, all right, let me analyze what that means. What does this mean? Okay, he's looking for sex. He possibly wants to rob me, and that one actually doesn't want to go out with me.
Wow. Okay, that's quite.
Now I feel like she's judging our body movements, Fleety.
I don't mind. I can be judged. I don't care.
Oh no, I've been looking at myself, so that way I'm not like.
Don't worry.
What's going on here?
You can judge us. Don't worry. I'm happy with who I am. So Slade, I got the question I want to ask you. Then, obviously, you've given Taylor and the advice for the red flags, and hopefully, any other girls that are watching this may take the same advice. For me, let's ask, what is Slade looking for in a date, though? So, you've been talking to this guy for a week. Everything seems right, but you want to go on the perfect date. Now, we're probably going to aim this towards, like, let's say, like, Campy in the chat. Let's just say that. They want to take you on the perfect date. What are you looking for? What do you want to happen?
So, like, oh my God, and he did take me on the perfect date. So, my ex-boyfriend that I was living with, he actually did take me on the perfect first date. When we met on Hinge, which, by the way, some of the best relationships or the best relationship I've ever had was on Hinge, just with the person that didn't want to get married to me. I said we were talking on we talked on video. We found out we had a lot in common, especially because he also has a Warhammer tattoo.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I'm like, hey, you're a gamer, I'm a gamer. Why don't we go to Dave & Buster's and go play some video games? We met up, we played video games, we had a great time, and like at the end of the date, he was like, so I'm not going to take you home. I'm like, okay, this is a first for me. No one, I've never gone home with anybody. I've been asked several times, like, hey, why don't you come back to my place for, for like a glass of wine? And I'd always decline, like, no, I don't do that on the first date.
Yeah, of course.
But he's like, yeah, I'm not taking you home. I'm like, okay. As soon as I got home, hey, do you want to go out again tomorrow? I'm like, okay. So we went out the next day, and then we just started dating, and we were boyfriend and girlfriend like right away. And I was still legally married, so I had a mistress for a little bit.
Love that. Oh, that's a brilliant story.
But yeah, he took me on the perfect first date. Like, we talked about our lives, our expectations of where we wanted to go. I was still legally married, so I was like, I don't know if I want to get married again right now, because my marriage, literally, it's not even done yet.
Yeah. There's no time like the present was there, eh? Let's be honest.
Yeah, he did say that he was interested in marriage, but that somehow changed. I don't know how, but I don't know. So like, if I want to go on a date with someone, like, yeah, like, take me to Dave & Buster's, an arcade, something where there's an activity, rock climbing, something fun, something unique, instead of, okay, let's go down to the pub and just,
By the way, those in chat, those streamers that always come on, I always say to them, imagine you're at the pub and we're having a pint. So Slade's in the worst element right now.
There actually is a pub about 5 minutes down the street from me, and it's an amazing Irish pub, and I absolutely love it because they have the best mozzarella sticks.
Oh,
love that! I love that. Taylor, do you want to ask the next question, Pam?
Yeah. No, actually, it's your question, isn't it?
Well, I asked about the date, but it's not a problem. So, Slade, you mentioned your work already. I don't know how much you're allowed to say, but can you tell us what you do for a living? What your main job is?
I actually am not allowed to say.
Oh my God, that's a first.
I am not allowed to say what I do for a living.
Okay.
Of course, on like the dating apps, if they ask me, I give them kind of a nondescript what I do. Unfortunately, I am not allowed to say.
No,
She's
don't
a secret
say
agent.
She is a secret agent. We will take that. 007 here. No, it's not a problem. It's obviously we're here to obviously ask the questions to move on. So the other thing I want to actually ask you is I want to know. Obviously, you're a gamer. You like your activity. So that to me leads on to off camera. Slade, you said you're a bit more relaxed, you're a bit more in control. What are your hobbies off stream? Once the cameras are off, you're not gaming. What are you doing? What is the hobbies you do?
So off stream, I'm either just like relaxing, cleaning, cooking stuff for myself, messaging these birds, and I'm just going to keep calling them birds because that's what they are. Pretty birds sing pretty songs. Meeting new people, just going out, going to see my family. Right now in the process of trying to get an armchair because I need some more furniture in my apartment. But just just keeping myself busy. That's one of the things that my therapist has recommended, is just keeping myself busy.
Yeah, it's a very good one. That is very good distractions. Have you got a question now, Taylor?
I have, yeah.
There we go.
Are we going to hobbies, or are we still doing personal life?
You can do whatever you like, mate.
Yeah, all right. Well, I want to know school sort of days, Slade. Obviously, you said you was a goth. Now, over here, he was a bit of a goth. You tended to get bullied a lot. Was that something similar that you experienced growing up, like as a goth, or?
Yes. So being little goth Slady, like, of course I was like, I'm not a goth, I'm a punk, wearing ripped jeans,
I
band
love it.
t-shirts. Yeah, I had my Vans and my etnies and all that stuff, and just paint. Like, I mean, my makeup looks absolutely gorgeous today. I gotta admit. Black eyeshadow, lipstick, nails peeled out my face, and like when I look at old pictures of myself, I'm like, yeah, it's kind of cringe.
I love that. I love that.
How bad was you bullied? Like,
Like in middle school, it was pretty bad, and then high school, it kind of let up because there was more of like the goth punk community there. So I was able to like listen to like bands like Slipknot, Linkin Park, stuff like that. And when I'm listening to bands like that, like I have my big ass headphones on while I'm walking to class, just ignoring the world. I was more of a loner than anything. I did get into Jesus for a little bit. That was interesting.
Yeah, religion. That's fine.
I found religion because one of my friends like, hey, I think that you need to start coming to church with me. So I was 18. I was like, okay. And I really liked that. Like at the time, I liked that. Now I'm just like, yeah, I really don't care. But like, they hated the music that I blast because I'd be rolling into the church parking lot blasting Core, and they'd be like, again, my music tastes are very eclectic these days. So if you ever hear me playing Tay-Tay on stream and singing along, I absolutely love it.
No, power to you, power to you. So I want to ask you the question about school, more like in what type of person were you at school? Were you with the bookworm? Did you do well at school? Did you excel? Did you like the learning part? Did you not? About your school years itself.
So like certain subjects, so like my senior year of high school, I took like photography and sculpture, pottery. I love those. I excelled in those. I excelled in history because I love learning about like stuff that happened in the past, so we don't obviously repeat our futures.
I love history.
History is amazing. English, I'm an amazing writer. Actually, one of my best friends, and I'm actually going to be a groomsman in his wedding. His name is Crimson Rogue. He is a writer.
Oh, wow.
And he actually does have a published book. And he runs a YouTube channel called The Book is Better. And there'd be plenty of times that he'd have me come on. Like, he actually borrowed my copy of 50 Shades of Grey for that episode. It was great because he's like, I'm going to burn this one. It belongs to Slade.
Love that. Love that.
I love reading. I love writing. And trust me, if my writing's not good, Crimson will actually strangle me.
Yeah, I love it.
But like math, I mean, I'm actually good with math now as an like older person, but like I'd be like 2 + 2 = how's that equal 79? The math's hard for everyone. The math's harder for some people. Math is definitely harder for some people. But like, I did good at school. I was quite a bookworm. I'd always have my head buried in a book. Just because, like, kids are kids. It's a weird time. I was also completely addicted to Red Bull.
I am, I must confess.
I absolutely loved Red Bull, so I was like just drinking it by the case, and my mom's like, should probably switch to coffee. I'm like, no, this is so much better.
Yep. I agree.
Also, like, and again, I'm a more hands-on learner, so like doing stuff with my hands, I like that. I love that. But like a lot of school is just like, oh, it's audio and visual, which for like a tactical learner like me is not that good.
Okay. You are definitely more of a hands-on person. If you could do the activity with your hands, you prefer it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Love that. I'm gonna ask Taylor to go on to video games because you are very passionate about that, and we all here love video games. So Taylor, do you want to ask the first question about video games, mate?
Yeah, I feel like we're going to be two little schoolgirls here, Slade, talking about like a fit boy, but about games here. So, Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight. Oh, Dead by
Killer or the main?
I am a killer
Killer or
main.
survivor, sorry.
I'm a survivor main. I play right now. I am maining Vito. As everyone that's been to my stream, I run a shirtless Vito because I am daddy.
There it is. Like, she is daddy. I
I'm
love that.
daddy.
Absolutely love that. So my question, obviously, you're doing Dead by Daylight, and if I don't go away from it, I know you two will be here for the next rest of the podcast talking about it. So I need to move it on. All right. You already mentioned Ocarina of Time as the first game, obviously, that you fell in love with gaming and the addiction started, and what a great game that is.
Mhm.
Since you've evolved from there, what now, right now, looking back at all the games you've played, what is your favorite genre of games?
It is still RPGs.
Still RPGs.
Yes, I play a lot of scary games, but like my go-to relax game actually is Breath of the Wild.
Oh, such a good game. Number two's out this year.
A couple weeks from
Okay.
now, I'm literally locking myself in my apartment. I got DoorDash. I'm good.
Love that. I'm just going to take this one as well, Taylor. What is your
Yeah.
least favorite genre? That's a lot of people avoid this one. What's a particular genre that you don't like?
I don't like car racing games. I don't see the point of them. I'm sorry, everyone that plays Rocket League. I am so sorry. I just don't see the point of them. And then my second least favorite is any sports game.
Okay.
Okay.
Good thing we didn't mention sports. Glad we left that
Isn't it?
off.
Actually, I actually am a runner, believe it or not.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
am
no.
a runner.
What's the distance? Would you run?
Well, the most I've ran was a 10K.
Oh wow. Power to you.
Oh,
Gosh.
not only that was it a 10K, it was also a 10K Mutter OCR,
What is that? For us in Britain, what is that?
an obstacle course race.
We have them over here, Fleety. They're called Tough Mudder.
I know, I do them every year.
Oh, no.
I have done Tough Mudder. I have done Savage. I am actually back into running already because exercise is just good for you. And
That's right.
I'm actually in training right now for Tough Mudder.
Oh, when's that? When is that one?
It's sometime during the summer. The date hasn't been announced yet.
Love that. I hope you look forward to that one.
Oh,
Do
that's
they do the same as they do over here? Do they have the old electricity?
Yes, they do, but you don't have to go through it if you don't want to.
Yeah, you have to. You have to. Nothing wrong with a good belt.
Yeah, you got to go through it. But yeah, no,
Absolutely.
I know I say like I hate sports games. I have no problem playing sports and like actually doing them. I want to get those bruises. I want to get, that the feeling of the, that rush.
I think it comes back down to you being a more hands-on person. Instead of playing it, you'd rather do it. Right?
Yes.
I'm with you.
I don't want to go shooting zombies IRL, but that is one of the things. Like my ex-husband did train me on firearm safety, so I am trained. Like when I didn't like it really at first, but then when he really got me into it, like I actually do like it. I love target shooting. It is great.
Yeah, we're not allowed to do that over here. We're restricted.
America. We have guns everywhere.
Love that. Taylor, next question, mate.
Yeah, I'm moving away from the exercise because you're making me sweat. Just thinking about exercise. So obviously, what is your favorite Zelda game? Like I know you said Breath of the Wild is your go-to game to chill, but which one would you? It's
still Ocarina of Time. I actually do have the Triforce tattooed on my back.
That is amazing.
Nice.
That is amazing. Can't beat the old Triforce.
Can't beat, yeah.
But
And,
I'm gonna test you on this because believe it or not, a lot of people I know mention the Triforce don't know the three sides of it. Can you go with the three sides? What are each one? Put you on the spot.
Din Pharaoh Naru, wisdom, strength, power.
Nice.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. It's actually courage. Sorry, I got you. Got you
I
there.
forgot. Link has the Triforce of Courage.
Courage. Yep.
I've been up
Sorry.
since 1 a.m. You have to forgive me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll put you on the spot there. That was mean
But
of
I
me.
did
I'm
get the
sorry.
3 goddesses correct though.
You did. You did. Yes, power to you on that one. So Slade, I'm gonna ask you about gaming this year. Have you got any games that you're really, really looking forward to, really hyped for coming out? Obviously, we've mentioned the Zelda one. You can't mention that again. Is there anything you're really hyped for coming out this year?
There actually are a couple games coming out this year. They're on my Steam wish list. I just can't really think of them at the moment that I'm like really looking forward to. As for like big games, like I was really looking forward to the Callisto Protocol, and then I got that, and nobody could stream it.
Yeah, yeah.
And Dead Space just came out, and I've already done my run of that, and I'm just like I'm like in awe. It's Dead Space, but it's not Dead Space.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I got it. It's a very good game. If nobody's played it, do recommend it. It's a great game.
And find the sea shanty. There is a sea shanty in it. I had to go through again just to find it. I'm like telling you, I'm like, tell me where to go.
Oh, I love that. I love it. I haven't noticed that myself, so I'll have a look myself actually. That's something for me to do tonight. Taylor, you got a question, pal?
Well, following up with the horror games, is there any horror games that you haven't played yet that you actually want to?
Pretty much I've actually already played a lot of the horror games that I've wanted to play. I do want to go back through like the back rooms and like explore that more, but I really need people to go through that with me because I love community gaming. That's definitely one of the things I love doing is being able to bring like so there's another streamer by the name of Cool Ace, and I actually gifted him a copy of the Backrooms just so we could play it together. And we played like 45 minutes of it, couldn't figure it out, and we just rage quit and went and played something else. But like the Backrooms with like the lore and everything, it's really fascinating. And then like, but as for like other scary games that are coming out, actually, I can just pull that up. I forgot. I have a second screen. I can do this. So like Alone in the Dark is coming out. Asylum. Fazbear Nightmare's coming out. I'm not too sure about Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I feel like that's going to be more of like how Ghostbusters was.
Yep.
Where it's dead in the water in a week. Let's see. My Friendly Neighborhood, which I've actually played the demo of. I'm looking forward to that coming out because it's actually really, really good. Rip out Silent Hill 2.
Yep.
I'm really, really looking forward to that.
Yeah, definitely.
Outlast is coming out soon. Looks like they're in early access still. And then there's another game that looks really interesting. It's called Unholy.
Okay.
Don't really know much about it. But if it's anything like Scorn, I don't think I'm going to enjoy it as much because Scorn looked really, really good. And then when I actually played it and I'm looking at everything, I'm like, there's penis, there's penis, there's penis, there's penis. Oh God, I cannot play this game.
There's penis everywhere.
Everywhere.
I was actually disappointed as well, to be honest. It looked amazing, but I just felt, it wasn't great. So I'm with you on that one. But not for the penis reason. I just didn't think the game was that good, to be honest.
No, it definitely was not.
So this is going to be quite given because you said you're happy to cry on stream quite a lot. So have you ever cried at a game? And if you have, what game was it and when?
So I wasn't actually playing the game. My streamer daddy, Mr. Classy, that is my original daddy. That is my original streamer daddy. He's the person who got me to stream. He'd be sitting in my streams, making sure to at least, make affiliate and everything. He was actually playing The Walking Dead, the Telltale series.
Yep, love that.
And at the end, I'm like, I don't know if I should watch this just because,
Yep,
I know what's going to happen.
yep.
He goes through it. I am bawling just because it's one of those. I know they're video game characters, but it's just like, oh man, that's just ripping at my heartstrings.
Yep. It's a great game. Have you played that, Taylor? Have you played the Walking Dead?
I have, yeah.
first
I haven't
one?
played the very last one, but obviously I know there's a few heart-wrenching moments in it.
Yeah, there's a big one. So yeah, I can totally
I mean,
understand.
Didn't make me cry, but I cried at Mass Effect. That's
Okay, number 3, yeah.
yeah, number 3.
Okay. You got a question for Slade?
Do you know what I had, and then it's gone?
Sims moment. That's what we call a Sims moment.
It's all right. I'm actually gonna ask one. So obviously you played a lot of horror games. Has it actually been a game where it's been too much, overwhelming, scared the crap out of you? You've said a few times you've had to come off your chair. Has there been a game where you've literally gone, no, I'm really sorry, guys, I can't play this for the rest of the night. I just can't.
Oh, that has actually happened several times. Visage is one of those games that it's a slow burn. And there's only been, okay, I think Wolfie can tell me where there's been one time where I've just said, no, I'm done. I cannot play this anymore. I am too scared. I just can't remember what the game is. There's actually a really funny clip that somebody took of me playing Sister Location. And I'm just crawling through. Bellora's like circling around me. I'm like, okay, we're good. And then she jump scares me. And I'm like, nope, I'm gone. I threw off my headset and I just left the room.
I love that. I absolutely love that.
The only reason that I had a nope out of that game was because the game is glitch.
Okay.
And there was a part I couldn't finish. So I'm like, okay, I keep getting jumps. They keeps trying to jump scare me at this point, but it's not doing it for me anymore, guys. So Madison, which is a spiritual successor from Visage, that one made me nope out a few times, but I'm like, I gotta finish this game. I'm running around screaming. There was one evening, I turned out all the lights. I'm like, my boyfriend had texted me and he's like, he's gonna be home late. I'm like, sweet, this is gonna be great. Turned out all the lights, got really quiet, was whispering into my mic. I'm like, we're just gonna do a little ASMR stream. And he comes home. I don't hear him because of my headphones. He's like, it'd be better with the lights on. I scream and throw my headset at him. And it went flying.
Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, but he scared him as well. That's fantastic.
Well, he had texted me. He's like, hey, I'm going to be like an hour late. I'm like, okay, no problem, whatever. Comes home 15 minutes later. And it's just like, hey, you can see better with the lights on.
I love that. So I'm just going to interrupt with another question, mate.
Yeah, go
so
for
you
it,
mentioned, Slade, that you like your RPGs. I'm a huge RPG fan as well. In your honest opinion, what makes a great storyline for an RPG? What's it got to entail for you? So,
like going into like Pokemon, Pokemon always has, except for like the last one that I haven't played yet, just because I heard there's a lot of issues, good stories, good character building. So like stuff like Fire Emblem, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yep, Fire Emblem, yep.
The Legend of the linear progression of like Legend of Zelda. I do actually, I think I did play, it was like a Metroidvania, anything really Metroidvania where, oh, hey, I can go back to this area later and get this. Now I have this upgrade. Those are games I do like. And trust me, I've played enough Metroid to know like, can't get here now, but I can get here later. And just being able to go back and just like, oh, this guy that was trying to murder me, oh, you're dead now.
Love that. Love that.
Good stories.
Yeah.
Like Sword and Shield had an amazing story, Also, you get a sword doggo.
What more can you ask for, eh? Taylor, do you want to ask one more gaming question?
Yeah,
Or we're going to go on to films.
First of all, Slade, if you're referring to Scarlet and Violet about, a lot of issues, I think they sorted a lot of that out because I've played it, and for me, it's one of the best Pokemon games I've played. So and I played them from like the original Red and Blue. So I advise you get on that game ASAP. But my question is, I want you to if you had like an unlimited budget and things like that, what would be your perfect game to build for people to buy?
So the problem is everyone's tastes are so different. I have friends that love soccer games. I have friends that love shooter games like COD. Building the perfect game is actually impossible. So even with an unlimited budget, there's no way that I could satisfy myself with anything. I could build a perfect shooter game, but so I am a Virgo. I am a perfectionist. It would never be perfect.
Yep.
Left 4 Dead is one of my favorite zombie games.
Yeah.
To this day, it is better than Back 4 Blood, in my opinion.
Yep, I agree with that.
It is better than Warhammer Darktide. It's not a perfect game. It satisfies that itch, but it's not perfect. So for me, even if I have an unlimited budget with brilliant developers behind me, I would never be satisfied. There's no way I could build a perfect game.
So in other words, we're not making you the boss because we'll be worked to death. That's basically what you're just saying.
Now, building a TV show, I got you there. But as for a perfect game, because I would want everybody satisfied, and there's no way that I could do that and be happy myself.
But that's what we're going on to now. We're going on to films and TV. So this is the next stage of getting to know Slade. So the question is, what's your favorite film and what's your favorite TV series?
Okay, so you guys are going to be very, very surprised by my answers because it's nothing to do with scary stuff.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
So my favorite film of all time is 50 First Dates.
Okay, Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
It is my favorite film. It is my go-to film. I absolutely love it. Even though there's a couple implications of hey, maybe he shouldn't be doing this, but it's just
a bit creepy.
It is a little creepy, but he makes her fall in love with him every day. And I find that romantic and sweet, and I love that. Because every day he's just, Adam Sandler's just finding new, innovative ways just to spend time with this girl.
I mean, if someone came into the cafe while I was eating and played with my fucking waffle, I'd eat their hand off. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, you won't remember it the next day. Just come in, he just, hey, okay, you're kind of cute. How you doing? And then
it is quite scary for her to have that though. That's the scary thing.
Yeah.
And then as for TV show, right now I'm actually doing a rewatch of Game of Thrones because I really liked it. I'm actually on the last episode too for season 8, which that's a mess.
Yeah, just a bit.
But favorite TV series, probably be The Simpsons. I've been watching them my entire life. They literally just hit 35 seasons. I'm 35 years old.
They've done really well to keep going. So longest going cartoon animation, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Officially. Yeah, fair play to them.
And up there with Doctor Who.
Yeah, fair play to them. So yeah, Taylor, you're up with the question.
Yeah, obviously we're going movies and series and stuff, but do you watch any anime, or is that something you've not really been into?
I used to watch a lot of anime when I was younger. I honestly have to be in the mood to watch anime these days. I'll watch I know it's not exactly anime, but I'll watch Disenchanted, Futurama, The Simpsons, Family Guy, stuff like that, mainstream animation. that are for like Japanese anime. I'm actually watching a series called Ghost Stories, and it's
Yep.
the dubbed version.
Yep.
And I've been enjoying that. But really, like, I've watched Bleach, and it's just like when there's filler stuff, it's like, okay, I'm bored. I want something to happen. Move the plot along, please.
Yeah.
And that's what turns me off of a lot of anime is like filler stuff. Like Yu Yu Hakusho, I've watched the entire series. I've watched it back to back before. And it's like, oh yeah, the series was good and promising, and then it ends with a Dragon Ball Z like tournament. Like, how? It was such a promising anime.
Yeah.
One Piece, I stopped watching after 2 years because it's like, they ever going to get to the One Piece, which is really a giant. I know what One Piece is. It's a giant mirror because the treasure was the journey you took along the way. I'm like dead serious on that one.
Okay. I love that. So I'm going to ask if your favorite. I'm going to ask you your top 3 actually. Your top 3 favorite actors and your favorite actress. I know they're all actors, but I'm just trying to differentiate the genders for you.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Top 3 actors: Jason Statham, Idris Elba, and Ryan Reynolds, because Deadpool.
Yeah, definitely.
I can't believe the 2 Brits are at the top there as well. Wow. Come on.
If anything, so I had a deal with my ex-husband. If I ever met Jason Statham, I was allowed to have a hall pass for one evening.
Love that.
My ex-husband looked nothing like him, and bald and bearded men are my weakness.
Oh.
How you doing, Tater? And then top 3 actresses. Oh God, they're women. I get jealous. Probably Margot Robbie. I'm trying to think of who else. But Margot Robbie's definitely up there. She's number 1.
She's brilliant.
Pretty much any female that's really been like an action star.
Angelina Jolie,
which, you know, she's been through hell and back. And then I don't know who else really. You know what? Julia Roberts, Pretty Woman.
Erin Brockovich.
Oh.
Yeah, she's very good. She is very good. Taylor, you got a question?
Yeah, I want to know, like, if you could put yourself in anyone's shoes, actor or actress, who would it be? And for the day.
For the day, I mean, can I be someone's pants instead?
No, Jason Statham is not in the question.
Can I just be in Jason Statham's pants for the day? Because that make me happy.
If you're saying right now is going right, okay.
But anybody's shoes, like Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
She's an action star, romance star, and I don't really think she's doing anything nowadays, but like I would definitely be like, all right, I'm Katniss Everdeen for the day. Let's go shoot some arrows and stuff. Yeah,
she's a very versatile actress, and she's done a lot of different genres.
I'll be honest, I'm looking forward to her latest movie that's coming out soon. I think it's already out.
What, where she's a cougar?
Yeah.
Basically.
Produce that lad. So I'm looking forward to that.
And because she's so versatile, I think I would want to be living her life for the day. Now, if you said musician, Tay Tay. I want to be Tay Tay for the day.
Okay, love that. Tay Tay. Got a question for you in regards to TV series. So you say you're watching Game of Thrones at the moment. If we put you on the spot and say you had to recommend, I'm going to go with 3 again because I like 3 as a number. You have to say 3 TV series that you could recommend to anybody. Now, bearing in mind this could be now or past, anytime. 3 series that you got to recommend to people.
Parks and Recreation.
Cool.
House of Dragon.
Okay.
And then The Resident.
The Resident. Okay.
So you got a little medical drama in there.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a very good actor as well. That's with the alien, right? I am thinking the right one, right? The alien.
Where it's the one that's actually in Atlanta, like Chastain
with you.
Park and all that stuff. I actually do enjoy medical dramas, and it's actually pretty good. Grey's Anatomy has way too much sex in it, and it's just like it's not that enjoyable. And the main actress just left, so it's like, I'm also a little. I also don't want to watch it anymore because I was watching it with my ex-boyfriend, and I don't want to watch it anymore because there's no reason to.
Okay, Cappy's writing something in chat. What we got to forgive him for? Cappy, you're forgiven, I think. Okay, I got to call this out for him, Slade, just because he's made the effort to write this. Roses are red. The sun gives off heat. Slade, when your legs are tired, use my face as a seat. Oh, Cappy. Oh, dear.
Make sure to oil that beard first.
Well, I'm stealing that. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to steal that one. Taylor,
one. That actually is a really good one.
It's a good one. It is a good one. Taylor, do you want to ask a question, mate?
Yeah. I'm going to go to a TV show, and I'm just going to ask if you like it or not, and this is going to determine our friendship, Slade. Supernatural, my favourite show. How do you feel about Supernatural?
Oh, you mean my 2 future baby daddies?
Hey!
No. You can back off the man.
No. Those are my 2 future baby daddies. No.
No. I think you've got this wrong, Slade. I think they're going to be my baby daddies.
Okay, I'm going to interject here. All right, I'll have them both. All right, you two can just
Right, get off,
right,
Lady.
Share them.
So, Bunny will absolutely murder me if we don't bring up music. She absolutely loves the music round. So Slade, you've obviously mentioned music quite a bit already in the podcast. So the one thing I want to ask, who was the last person you went to see live in concert?
So the last person I went to go see live in concert, was actually Rob Zombie.
Okay, Rob Zombie. Okay.
So it's been a couple of years since I've been out to like any festivals or anything. It's just because like I was actually supposed to go see Slayer on their goodbye tour, and my ex-husband got sick that day and decided to throw a fit and just be like, no, I'm not going to go. I'm like, well, we bought these tickets. I really want to go see Slayer. He's like, you can go by yourself. Gentlemen, I am 105 pounds. I am 5'6". What do you think could happen to me at a metal concert?
Get you in the mosh pit. You'll be fine. You'll destroy everybody. That's what happened.
It's fine.
Oh, it's not the mosh pit that I'm worried about. It's the parking lot after with all the drunks.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair.
So I actually do have the words "music is life" tattooed on me. It was my very first tattoo, which I have my mom again on right now. So you guys do not need to see that. But yeah, music is life, and that's one of the things why my music taste is like so eclectic as it is because like when you're feeling sad, you use music to bring you back up. When you're feeling happy, you want to celebrate. When you're not feeling good, like everything about music is just part of your life. Hell, even your heartbeat is music.
Yep.
I love that.
That's a great saying. I'm stealing that too. We're on a roll tonight. We're on a roll. I'm gonna ask a quick question as well. If basically on the live concert side of things, if obviously money wasn't an object and you had all the time in the world, who would you love to go see live? Obviously, Slayer being one of them.
Number one, I would somehow find a way. I would just go grab camp. We'd get a Ouija board. Somehow commune with Chester Bennington.
Okay. Yeah.
Bring him back to life and have a full-on Linkin Park, Ice Nine Kills collaboration, and just like have that. Because when I was going through like my little goth days, Linkin Park was what would pull me out of that depression. And just like listening to like Chester's voice and the pain. and the melodies, and like that would bring me out, and that would bring me back.
Yeah.
I would just bring the original lineup for Linkin Park back together. I don't know how we'll do it. Camp, we need some witchcraft here. But that's who I would want to see.
R.I.P. What an absolute talented. But the band's still going, obviously. But Chester obviously was a
It's
legend.
just
what a
not the
voice.
same, is it, without
No,
Chester?
It's not the same.
Fantastic. And on that note, if anybody is suffering, please reach out. Do not suffer in silence. Taylor, got a question about music?
Yeah. I want to know, like, sort of what sort of song relates to you most, or what, like, if that makes sense, like.
Oh, what my song is?
Yeah. So what you can relate to, how it, what sort of song suits you, if that makes sense.
Dancing in the Moonlight.
Oh, by Top Loader.
Yep. Dance.
Oh, wow.
King Diamond, actually. Or not
Oh,
King.
sorry.
Yeah, King Diamond, yeah. I think it's King Diamond. But Dancing in the Moonlight.
Okay. I was not expecting that. I genuinely was not expecting that. I was expecting a real rock song. But no, okay. I have been shocked.
Dancing in the Moonlight. It's just...
Is that because you danced in the moonlight? Or
I have danced with the devil in the pale moonlight a few times.
I love that. I just noticed the time. Taylor, we need to move on to the quickfire questions, mate. We literally, time has flown by as always. So, Slade, what we're going to do is we are going to fire some quick fire questions at you, which are literally really easy. Just the first thing that comes to your mind, just reel them off, bang, straight on it. All right. And yeah, that's always going to be. There's no wrong answer, of course.
They might not be as quick because I'm not on it tonight. So, I've got the mind of a fucking potato, let alone.
Ich bin ein Kartoffel.
Are you ready, Slade?
I am ready.
Taylor, are you ready?
No, but let's go.
Okay, I'm going to go with the first one, okay? Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Okay. In one of our late members, Vin, ass or tits?
Ass.
Okay. Pineapple on pizza?
No, I will murder both of you. I mean...
Taylor?
Bye. Sam or Dean?
Sorry, what?
Sam or Dean?
Dean.
Winchester.
Dean.
Oh, Dean, okay.
Dean.
Sweet or savory?
Savory.
Walking Dead or Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay. Console or PC?
PC.
Okay. Breath of the Wild or Ocarina of Time?
Ocarina of Time.
Oh, good answer. Hot dog or burger?
Burger.
N64 or Sega Mega Drive?
N64.
Okay, all right, okay. Sonic or Mario?
Sonic. Got it.
Pizza or salad?
Pizza.
Yes!
Chocolate or candy?
Chocolate.
Energy drink or Coke?
Coke.
Okay. Beer or cider?
Cider.
Oh. Keep going, Fleety. I'm out.
I'm good. I'm on it.
McDonald's or KFC?
Neither.
Oh, neither. Okay.
Neither.
Ooh.
Have you got one, Taylor? Shall I just keep going and then? Yeah. Okay. I'll keep going.
Keep going, mate. Keep going.
Okay. Card games or board games?
Card games.
Okay. Controversial one here. Halo or Gears of War?
Halo.
Yes.
Okay. If you had the choice out of PlayStation or Xbox?
Xbox.
Okay. Spyro or Crash Bandicoot?
Crash.
Oh, okay. If you had a choice of fast action or stealth?
Fast action.
Okay.
I don't know what stealth is.
Nor do I, but I do play them.
Ask my chat.
Ghosts or zombies?
Zombies.
Immortality or unpredictable super strength?
Unpredictable super strength.
Okay. Teleportation or flight?
Teleportation.
Okay. See the future or change the past?
Change the past.
Okay. All right. Past or present?
Present.
Smartest person or richest person?
Well, the smartest person is going to be the richest person. So, oh,
Not always, not always. But is that what you're going with? Smartest, yeah?
smartest.
Okay, controversial one. Save 100 strangers or one loved one.
I don't love my loved ones that much, so 100 strangers.
Okay, okay. Morning bird or night owl?
Morning.
Summer or winter?
Winter. Oh, no, summer. Definitely summer.
Summer, yeah.
Summer.
Rain or snow?
Snow.
Hot or cold?
Hot.
See, that's ironic, that, isn't it? Eh?
I know.
So in the UK, I don't know if it's the same as the US, but a pub or a club?
Pub.
Okay. Night in or a night out?
Night in.
We already know the answer to this one. Killer or survivor?
Survivor.
Netflix and chill or the cinema?
Netflix and chill.
So we call it a staycation, so somewhere for you, somewhere within the US, or a vacation, so abroad. What would you prefer?
Vacation abroad.
Okay. An aquarium or a zoo?
Zoo.
Okay. Success or happiness?
Happiness.
Okay. Drawing or painting?
Painting.
Okay. Tidy or messy?
Tidy.
This is Luna's favourite one. Silly hats or silly socks?
Silly socks, actually.
Oh, infamous.
Hey! There we go. Silly socks for the win there. Pitch black or silence? Or deafening silence?
Pitch black.
Okay. We'll probably already know the answer to this one. I'm not going to ask it anyway. Rock music or pop music?
Both.
Oh, okay. Okay. Audiobook or a podcast?
Podcast.
Okay. A book or a film?
Book.
Okay. TV series or movies?
TV series.
Okay. Got it. Have you got one yet, Taylor? You can buzz in.
No, mate, I'm just going to nod my head and look like I'm contributing to the podcast.
Horror or comedy?
Comedy.
A murder mystery or slasher film?
Slasher.
Oh, okay. This is going to be a really interesting one. Marvel or DC?
It is Marvel.
Oh, what? What? Okay.
It's more colorful. I mean, look at my headset. It is more colorful. I love colors.
I'm with you. So those who missed the earliest part of the chat, Slade is based on Slade Wilson, which is DC, which is Deathstroke. But she went with Marvel. That is controversial. Okay. Next one. Heroes or villains?
Villains.
Okay, we're going to go to a DC question, though. Batman or Superman?
Neither.
Oh, okay. That's very interesting. So back to comedy or drama in series of films?
Comedy.
Okay, right. Really weird one for you. Hug a moose or slap a goose?
Hug a moose.
A cow attack or a dino attack?
Cow.
Okay, I think I know the answer to this one. Tattoo or piercings?
Tattoos.
In public or private?
In private.
Nuts or no nuts? Why have we got that question on here? Nuts or
No nuts. No nuts.
Okay. Weird or crazy?
Weird.
Would you rather save or would you rather spend?
Save.
Okay, so we're just going to ask you now just some really top 5 ones that we haven't asked, okay? So, top 5 movie characters.
Deadpool.
Deadpool? You can say
Okay.
Deadpool 4 times else as well if you want.
So we got Deadpool, Professor Xavier,
Okay.
Riddick,
Okay, Riddick, yeah.
got 2 more. I'm trying to think.
What about the one with Jason Statham in the transporter?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I can't remember his name, but you go with him. Okay.
Okay, so we got 1 more. And of course I really have to pee too. Adam Sandler in 50 First Dates.
Okay. All right. Okay. I promise we're nearly there. We are nearly there. Okay. Top 5 video game characters.
Oh, easy. Link. Which like that can take up like 10 spots. So we got Link, Samus, Kirby.
Kirby. Okay.
Love Kirby. I made
Kirby
him
loves
in
to suck.
Smith.
Sorry.
Of course, I gotta go with Daddy. Gotta go with Daddy Vito.
Yep.
And then there's one more. No, Luigi.
Luigi, okay.
Because
That's
he's so underrated.
That's a very interesting one. I like that one. And then last one is your top 5 bands.
Top 5 bands of all time. And it's gonna be a little shocking with one of my answers. So of course, Slipknot, Rob Zombie, Ice Nine Kills, Beartooth, and then this is the one that's going to shock you, Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks. Oh my goodness, that is a shocker. And there was no Dolly Parton in there either. Hey, what's that? You got poor Jolene.
She's up there. She just didn't make it to the top 5. I've been listening to Garth since I was born.
No, fair play. Taylor, have you got any questions or anything you want to ask?
No, mate,
I'm
good.
going to hand it over. You sure you're good?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
Slade, so we're at a part of the podcast. I'd like you just to spend a bit of time addressing anybody that may be watching now or anybody's going to watch in the future, where they can find you, what your schedule's like, any future projects that you've got going on, and basically just sell yourself. Imagine we're in an interview now. Now we're being really professional. We're in an interview, and we're going to ask you what makes you unique. So this is your Jerry Springer moment on the podcast.
Wait. Before we go, can you do it in the voice, please, Slade?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I have the mic in my hand and everything.
Look at that. Okay, so we're going to go quiet, and this is literally, you've got about 10 minutes. This is all you. Take as long or as short as you need. Sell yourself to the world.
Hello and welcome. Here you have the Slade Shadow. Slade enjoys such games such as Dead by Daylight, GTFO, and Warhammer Dark Tide. Slade enjoys running around, screaming, gunning, crying, laughing, playing good music. Loving her chat. Want a sweet forehead kiss? You got a sweet forehead kiss. Mwah. And if you feel like following, subbing, gift yourself the gift of the Slade Shadow. Here, only at twitch.tv.
Well done. I love that. I love that. Even Cappy's like, oh my God, I'm in love. Absolutely brilliant.
I'm always selling other streamers, and I'm never used to selling myself. So I'm like, oh God, should I just do Camp's promo right now? Because I mean, legit, like, one of the things I love doing is I love promoting people. So I know he's in chat. I don't have chat up right now because I have you guys on full screen. But Camp, my love, this one's for you.
Hello and welcome. Here we have Camp Survivor. Camp Survivor enjoys such games such as Dead by Daylight, Phasmophobia, and Aliens Fireteam Elite. Don't forget to follow, gift yourself, and gift your family the gift of Camp Survivor. Drop some biddies, make him smile, make him red. Only here at twitch.tv. And remember, Jason's always watching.
Oh, I love that. That's
I think
so
Cam
good.
might have just jizzed in his pants right now, so we might need new pants.
Definitely, I know this is my time to like promo myself, but I do have to give credit to where credit's due. So Camp, Jill, Wolfie, Panther, Lord Kaladar, Tony, Faust. These are my people. And without them, I wouldn't be sitting here today. So a lot of things has to go to them and helping me build a community and like helping me get my life on track, even though I had to deal with some of the worst periods of my life. These are the people that stuck by me during all of it. And they deserve credit. So the Jill Sandwich, she deserves a shout out. Camp deserves a shout out. Wolfie definitely deserves a shout out. Those people, those are my loves. Those are my soulmates. And without them, I wouldn't be streaming still.
Oh, I love that. Absolutely love that. Slade, I'm going to take you out of the spotlight now. I'm going to take you out. I'm going to put my ugly mug back on. But I just want to say genuinely, Slade, thank you so much, honestly, for giving up your time, allowing us to interview you, get to know you on a personal level. The one thing I'd like to really say is things may have been tough, but you've got through them. Congratulations to you and power to you. And I really hope that the next chapter in your life is going to be absolutely fantastic.
It
And
is
I
a
genuinely
beautiful.
do that.
It's definitely a beautiful journey that I'm currently on.
Good power to you, and I love that. And it's really good that you've got a great support network around you. And I have to say, I really loved how refreshingly honest you were. I really enjoyed this. It was absolutely fantastic. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for giving up your time for this. And Taylor, as always, mate, thank you so much. Thank you for giving up your time as well. And I just want to say to everybody else, those that watch or who will watch, thank you very much for putting your time and effort into us as well, guys. We do enjoy doing it, and without you guys, obviously, we won't be here. What's the point of being here? But yeah, so I'm going to say goodbye now. So it's a goodbye from me. And Slade, thank you. If you can stay on, and we'll have a chat afterwards.
I do have to pee real quick.
Yeah, you
but
can
that's pretty
disappear.
much it.
You can disappear. But guys, thank you so much. Goodbye, everybody. Take
Thank you.
care. Bye-bye.